Just to set context for everyone, the loop challenge is the studio has been divided into groups of 3, and we're going to create loopable animations under 10 seconds. The only condition would be seamless loops. And what any other preconditions? No. And sound design needs to be done as well. Okay, cool. So, all right, welcome to the review. And what should I call this? This should be like the loop review, where we'll be taking a look at the loops that you guys have made, and we will see there's a couple of judgment criteria that I have listed down. While everyone should get participation trophies, one group will be crowned the winner for this round. The prizes I will tell you along with along with the winner. There are, if I have to break down the various judgment criteria that I'm looking at, is first would be the accuracy to brief. The accuracy to brief would basically be looped animation, square, 1080 under 10 seconds with sound design, and with the delivery date of 30th April. The second category is aesthetic. Aesthetic is something that's it's very subjective, but we're going to try and break down as to what visual and what would constitute a beautiful visual. Well, beauty is a very abstract, but anyway, we try and break that down. The other thing would be technical prowess or like technical experimentation. If there's some new techniques that anyone has tried, that would bring in some plus points. And yeah, I think let's get started. So we've got Team Genesis first. Genesis with Kaustubh, Sachin, and Aman. Now, I don't know if you have done sound design on this, and I also don't know if the sound design will translate onto the this thing. Hey, sound design hai isme Aman.
है है sound.
Okay. So 1 second, let me try this. Hang on. Team Genesis. Okay. So 20-second, crazy, but I'm guessing it's just looped multiple times. You guys can see? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And hopefully the audio also translates. Let's go. Nice. So nice. Let's watch it again. Amazing. Very nice stuff. Shit. Talk about it. Yeah, what was the like? I went through the presentation. Let's take a look at it also. Okay. But wait, I'd rather hear from you guys. Kaustubh, what was the overall?
The overall idea was basically to have some sort of a juxtaposition between dark and light. That was our initial idea. We had some other plans, other directions that we wanted to go to, but then we didn't have any time left on our hands. So we sort of came to a decision that whoever is free can be working on it. And Sachin came up with this idea, which we all just added to and just made it work in the end and did the sound design and everything. So yeah, it turned out pretty nice, I think. In the end, we still got the idea through of the juxtaposition of dark and light, and also managed to add some sort of a little bit of fun in it, a little bit of funniness to it.
Very nice, very nice. Can you, I don't know, let's talk about each one. This is nice. It first initially reminded me of I Call
Right.
because of the character style and all. And I was very happy with the sound design. It comes out so nice. All this room has been set up in 3D. And like I really like a small detailing, like like the fucking wall has curtains. The floor is very nicely done. Um, like you can see like you can see it's not like the texture has been placed nicely. Even that's a very basic thing, but a lot of
ये अनरियल में किया है क्या?
नहीं शर्मा 40
no, no, सिर्फ
मुझे लगा अनरियल ऐसा लग रहा था.
lighting, everything, little bit of hot spots, but it's fine. It's like right in front of the window. The bloom on this thing, I can see a little subsurface effects on the skin also. So that's also looking nice. Skin color. Love the transition. Love the idea of the transition and using this thing. I can imagine you guys decided to cheat a little with the bookshelf.
yes.
That's
It was all Sachin and Aman.
yeah. That's
Because I was-
storytelling. That's great. I love it. I'm curious, Sachin, what sort of 3D did you get to explore to use in this?
The initial setting, we did a mock-up in Blender, and some those aspects we tried out. And then I sat with them and costume, and we showed how it produces and how we would like transfer these to C4D and how we would integrate there. And yeah, that was something new for me. Aspect of in terms of 3D. Character also was able to get it from Ixamo and rig it basically. Rig it, but sync the animation from 1 to 2. Yeah,
Yeah, motion clips,
motion clips. Yeah,
motion systems. Okay, cool. Yeah, that felt very nice. It's all about a clever use of everything. I think the use of the getting up, standing up, animation, look around animation. It's a very simple thing, but in this scene, it really you miss that. You're not thinking about, oh, this is that one from Mixamo. So I think that's a very good use of all these stock animations, right? It's about telling that story.
We had it was very clear in our heads the direction that we wanted to take. Once Sachin had set this scene up in Blender,
Yeah.
we went right to the story aspect of things. Like
Can you- Yeah, go ahead.
what would happen in this scene? Like what would happen? What would be funny? What would take us back to our original idea? What are the things we can pull from that? And in the early meetings that we had, Sachin was quite hung on adding zombies. So I thought it was the first perfect opportunity at this stage to add some zombies in this.
Nice.
And
and
we found the zombie animations on Mixamo and use pretty much the stock animations.
Yeah, no, it's probably the stock character also on Mixamo, the zombie
The
character.
zombie. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but it's perfect. It's, as I said, it's about storytelling. We're building our own Pixar world, Last of Us in this.
Ah,
Pixar meets Last of Us. Fucking great.
yeah.
All right, cool. I love to hear other people's thoughts on this. Karthik?
Yeah, मैंने कल देखा था. It's really nice. I love the color treatment and the grading of the zombie scene also, like how that feels really natural. Gives that feeling of Stranger Things, that upside down world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the transition as well, like the clever use of the cupboard and how it's foreshadowing the whole thing. I saw that thing yesterday like couple of times to understand how that thing is happening, and the transition is so nice. Like
Yeah, it's like a jump cut. You know, it's not a full 360. It's
Yeah.
more like a
We were planning a 360, but then the camera was getting too fast for the time limit that we had.
Yeah.
Because they're essentially 2 5-second loops.
Right.
Or doing a 360 was out of the question because it was too fast. So, up with this trick.
I'd love to see an export of the Blender file that Sachin made. The first mock-up.
हाँ पड़ा हुआ है.
Yeah.
Sachin can share it. Sachin, you can share if you want.
Okay. And then we'll move on to the next one.
इस पे बाकी ऐसे सचिन ने इनिशियल किया था, अमन ने क्या किया इसमें?
Someone helped the model for some stuff. Initially, हमने take space वाला was plan किया था, so he was helping on that one as well.
And sound design, like who did that?
Sound design, we three all sit together on this one. Last
Full
day,
collaborative process.
you know, एक साथ बैठ
I mean, everything, I think the time, usage of time, sound, visually, grading, everything is there. I think this is like really nicely executed.
Cool. Sharing, or let's move on to the next one. Chaman and B. Okay, let's do it. Can you see?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Cool.
इसको थोड़ा सा बड़ा लूप निकालना चाहिए था.
उसका loop actually perfect नहीं है अभी, but yeah, idea was like infinite loop within a loop, kind of like a bubble inside a bubble inside a bubble.
Very cute. Okay, so I really like all the character design. I really like all the texturing on the characters. Can I ask who did the characters in this?
So the idea was discussed like between three of us, and Vishesh came up with the initial sketches and the concepts. We had like 2-3 more ideas, but I think we mixed them together to make this single idea. From there, I think Vishesh finalized the character design in terms of 2D sketches, and then he modeled mostly everything in this. Then we took it from there. Like I took the basic assets and then started laying out the set. Then Vishesh worked on the character animations individually, he worked on the bees and chameleon and the octopus thing separately, and then we put them together. And yeah, that's that the lighting and the set texturing is done in Blender, and I did that.
In Blender?
Yeah, so we did all the layouting and texturing and rendering in Blender. I'm not sure Ram what he used to model it. And Vishesh used Cinema 4D, I guess, to animate the chameleon and the bees and octopus. Then we exported the alembics and then used it in Blender.
In Blender?
My goal was to
I'm curious, why Blender?
I mean, that was my idea, to explore that software and then see how we can. Plus, there was no license available to set up the Cinema 4D. So, I mean, I really enjoyed working in it. It was really nice to explore it, and then I got to learn a lot about it, like doing this project.
Nice. Who else? I'd love to hear more thoughts.
Yes, if you are there.
I mean, my main job was to get this simple rig done. So I was having trouble with the octopus. So Karthik gave me this, quick fix key. Why don't we just make one thing and just copy it throughout the octopus? We don't need to show it, connect it with the body. तो उससे जल्दी से ऐसे क्विक फिक्स आते रहे बीच बीच में, तो थोड़ा काम को स्पीड अप होते रहे.
Like Vishesh, I would like to ask you also, मैं पहले पूछना भूल गया कि ये जो स्केच आपका पास आइडिया आया था कैमिलियन एंड ऑक्टोपस का, ये कहाँ से, मतलब क्या ट्रिगर किया था आपको? ये मैं एक्चुअली खुद पूछना चाहता था.
हाँ, ये मेरा आइडिया बस ये था कि I really want to show some sort of interaction between two different kind of life. So some sort of conversation. So जो मैंने लिखा ना, like when I submit my file, so that kind of silence conversation I was looking for.
I think we had 3 different sketches, right? One with chameleon, one with octopus, and one with some other idea, and then we
Squirrel and the dog. Yeah.
squirrel and a dog. Yeah.
So always there was interaction between all the elements. So really wanted to highlight it that. And then with when we combined the octopus and the chameleon wala scene, so उनका दोनों का एक scene है कि दोनों रंग change कर सकते हैं. They can both camouflage. So वो idea थोड़ा connect हो गया. And so it become all entangled, like it's entanglement, and then the scene is going in the loop, and then the sound of bees is persistent, like constant, दो mind में रह जाती है बार बार.
Okay, nice. One thing that I've enjoyed the most is the half underwater camera and half above water camera. I think that's been a very good call. And like I remember tried to do this earlier in one of our projects where we weren't able to get with that we were trying to integrate it as footage, also other problems also. But yeah, I think this effect to get right with the refraction, reflections, and the surface tension layer, the thin layer that has some thickness to it. It's always a fun challenge. So nice work, guys. I would have liked to maybe see a more seamless loop.
Yeah. That's I think the only thing which we are not like happy with, but overall, yeah.
Or even a little bit of cheating. Like for example,
I mean, if we can do it, we'll do it. I mean, it will really help the whole loop look nice and seamless.
yeah,
We'll try that if it's
you
possible.
can reduce the overall duration and just do a zoom to zoom. So like from here, start from here
Oh yeah, clever. Yeah, okay.
and here.
Sure, ऐसे कर सकते हैं.
You know, something like that. But it's also
I mean, we tried one version where in the outside shot, in the zoomed out shot, we had more bubbles, like just the underwater bubbles. Like those are like going from below to top. So it feels like a universe of bubbles and then just one of them.
I like the idea. I like the idea of a floating ocean also in a bubble. Very nice. Ram, were you on?
Credit goes to model like Ram,
Yeah.
the modeling in it.
Yeah, I really like the models and the use of the very simple triple S texture with very basic noise, but it's such a good use of it. Love it. So good.
Yeah, the translation from the sketches to the 3D model is like really nice. If you like, Vishesh, if you like want, you can share the sketches later.
Yeah, sure. We'll put that some sort of slide जैसे कौस्तुभ ने डाला हुआ.
डाल सकते हो.
I'll put it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, ब्लेंडर तो इसलिए गलती से यूज कर लिया इन द सेंस लाइक कि अब मैं लाइसेंस नहीं है और रेडशिफ्ट भी अभी नहीं है, तो ब्लेंडर ही करता था स्लीप पर. तो और उस वक्त मैं थोड़ा फ्री था, ब्लेंडर मतलब हो चुका था मेरा, तो फीडबैक का वेट कर रहा था, ब्लेंडर में डाल दिया सारा उठा के.
Nice stuff. Okay, great.
सही लग रहा है वो बहुत.
Yeah. Other people, what thoughts?
Yeah, I mean the texturing, the models are also very nice. Texturing is looking very nice. Overall scene and lighting is also very nice. Everything is nice. The only point is that you all know कि वो loop सही से नहीं हो रहा है. बाकी तो
Starfish ऐसा पानी में घूमती रहती है क्या? उसको लगता नहीं लिखा हुआ.
वो कुछ
अच्छे
चीजें
से
वैसे
पानी
random रखी.
के इतने पास गिरगिट भी नहीं बैठती है.
हाँ? गिरगिट क्यों नहीं बैठती है? बहुत ऐसा है, उधर आ जाओ, हर जगह ही मिल जाएगा.
ओशन में
इंडोनेशिया के आसपास और क्या, वो सारी वाइल्ड लाइफ वहीं बैठी हुई है.
Nice. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is it's called Ghibli Love. Okay. My friend Totoro. Okay, let's go. Everyone can see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, so tell me about this. Who did this? Who all? It was
Me, Archesh and Vishnu.
okay.
So basic idea यही था कि just create an art piece and also just make a 2D, you know, since I have a love of Ghibli art. So I just want to create something like that, you know, just to create something in 3D in Cinema 4D. It was experiment work था मेरे लिए. Just it's not a story. It's not a like hardcore storytelling. It's just cute and the love of the art. That is the initial idea for this.
Nice.
And
So tell me about these character designs. Now, have you taken assets? Because I know these.
ये वाला तो illustration है. ये basically re-sketch किया हुआ है सारा. एंड द पीछे का जो पार्टिकल एक देख रहे हो ना, पेपर वाला एक होता है जो स्पिरिटेड अवे में जो एक पेपर इफेक्ट प्लेन्स वाला है, तो ये पार्टिकल से बनाया है उस पर आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स में. एंड जो इसमें मॉडल है, जो पीछे बीच का स्ट्रक्चर दिख रहा है, वो विष्णु ने मॉडल किया है. और जो फोली एजेस हैं वो सारे एनिमेशंस अर्चेस ने डिज़ाइन किए. बाकी लाइटिंग है, कॉम्पोजिशन, लाइटिंग वगैरह कॉम्पोजिशन सिनेमा 4D का है. एंड थोड़े बहुत 2D इफेक्ट्स एंड ऑल सॉरी इन आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स. एक चीज़ और लर्न हुई कि थोड़ा सा एक्सपेरिमेंट किया C4D में, तो बट उससे ये हुआ कि मेरे को लग रहा है ज़्यादा थोड़ा सा उसमें वो है, फ्रीडम कम है मेरे पास सिनेमा 4D में, जस्ट टू क्रिएट दीज काइंड ऑफ इफेक्ट्स. सो आई फाउंड दैट the blender is the best tool if I wanted to create something like this.
So you use grease pencil for what effect?
नहीं अभी तो यूज नहीं की. इसमें तो मैंने क्या किया, सिनेमा 4D में काफी कुछ रेंडर किया था रॉ. बाकी जो इफेक्ट्स हैं थोड़े से 2D है ना, वो सारे आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स में इफेक्ट्स से क्रिएट किए. Like the water, so I have created a duplicate layer, put it a effect like cartoon, and just blend these two layers together.
Tell me this, is this a perfect loop? With the wave of the beard of
I tried, but I don't think so. It's a perfect loop. It's a 19-20 है थोड़ा सा. थोड़ा सा मैं control नहीं मिलता actually. There's a effect called wave, so I have to just found a middle ground. How can I create a loop kind of a thing. The idea is just to create a very cute and very pleasing frame, and just you look at it and you just feel very happy.
Okay, nice. I really like a lot of it. Tell me what else, like what did Vishnu do on this? Archesh, what did you do on this?
Vishnu did the modeling part, like the you see the structure there in the middle.
Yeah.
So he did the structure. He make like 2-3 structures, but we finalized one structure. Like this is like can good, and we can place characters here. And बाकी foliages and other animation is done by Archesh. बस Archesh थोड़ा काफी busy भी था इस महीने, तो ज्यादा वो एफर्ट डाल भी नहीं पाया. बट ये बाकी उसके आइडियाज foliages के थे कि यहाँ पे प्लेस कर सकते हैं, and we can create can put some foliages like that.
Nice, very nice. Nice. So if I'll tell you the things that I really like in this. I like the fact that ये चल चाहे 19-20 का हो, it's a very subtle loop. It's like a moving image rather than trying to be like a full animation that loops. It's like a moving poster. जैसे वो animated posters रहते हैं ना. Things I would have liked to see more in this is even within that some sort of a story.
Yeah.
Like for example, this frame, if I remove, again, this is a very subjective thing, right? If I remove the dragon, for example, okay, and just make the Totoro look at the cat and the cat look at the Totoro, that would have created, some sort of interaction. Very subtle, no, like this thing. Here, it's like, okay, there's the 3 characters, but it's weightage. There's no weightage to the characters. There's no, like weightage to the frame. Sound design also, I would say that it's nice, very subtle ASMR-ish, but yeah, like maybe sounds of trees with water, because like the thing is, if you look at like more Ghibli stuff, it's very like painterly, like
exactly वही इसमें यही
atmosphere. It's in the like they have like literally still frame ka, they'll have like 10-second shots that is just like going through, and I'm like, bro, isme animation to ho nahi rahi hai. But that itself
it's so beautiful. It'll have like subtle movements, like the paper, stars, birds, whatever this is in the background.
These are the. Have you seen the movie Spirited Away?
Yeah.
उसमें, you know, these birds, these paper planes are chasing this dragon. You have seen that sequence, right? So these particles are that paper planes. इसमें थोड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्शन था C40 में, बट या आई हैव लर्न लाइक ब्लेंडर फॉर दिस, बट उसमें कोई यूज नहीं किया अभी मैंने, बट लाइक फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ स्टफ आई हैव like a lot blender. So I think next time I think I'm gonna use blender for these kind of thing.
Okay, cool. Very nice. Okay. Great. So I think that was 3. What thoughts, Karthik, Kaustubh, Vishesh?
I think it is very true to Ghibli art, but personally, I would have liked to see a little more depth in the scene, because you already have the camera animation, which is very subtle, but maybe, creating a bit more parallax with the clouds would have added to it. Other than that, it looks nice. The foreground trees, I don't find them very visually pleasing for some reason. The trees behind the structure are very nice.
I would
There's some sort of
plane like thoda और कैमरे के
maybe some depth. Yeah, exactly. It would have created some more depth if you had something going from the camera towards the inside the seat.
Actually ये जो डेप्थ वाला पॉइंट है ना, आई हैव आल्सो क्रिएटेड वन लूप, बट क्या हुआ वो रेंडर ही नहीं हुआ. सो एटलीस्ट लाइक तो उसको डाला ही नहीं, फिर मैंने कहा चलो इसी पे काम करते हैं. थोड़ा टाइम रिस्ट्रिक्शन भी हो गया था, तो द डेप्थ वाला पॉइंट दैट आई ऑलरेडी हैव कंसीडर्ड नो, बस वही है कि थोड़ा हो नहीं पाया उसमें, बट ठीक है.
बट सही लग रहा है, ओवरऑल काफी अलग है.
और आपको यहाँ फोरग्राउंड में वो डालने चाहिए थे, वो नहीं काले काले क्रीचर आते हैं आंखों वाले, वो फोरग्राउंड में डाल देते, थोड़ा और इंटरेस्टिंग होता था.
टाइम थोड़ा होता सब डाल देते हैं.
आई थिंक म्यूजिक का तुम लो-फाई बीट्स जैसे लूप्स रहते हैं ना यूट्यूब पे, म्यूजिक भी मतलब 1-1 घंटे के रहते हैं लूप म्यूजिक्स, वैसा कुछ म्यूजिक भी लगा सकते हो. जैसे निपुण कह रहा है कि वो स्टिल विद एनिमेटेड फोटोग्राफी जैसा हल्का सा. आई थिंक
म्यूजिक ट्रैक कहीं से लिया हुआ नहीं है. दिस म्यूजिक ट्रैक इज फ्रॉम द टोटरो म्यूजिक ट्रैक. दिस इज अ टोटरो म्यूजिक ट्रैक.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
तो ये
I'm not really aware of any Ghibli related content, so मुझे
it's the
एकदम
Ghibli
refreshing
music
लग रहा
also. That's why it feels very वैसा है.
But yeah, I mean, one point is that structure in the center, that is just looking out of place because वो थोड़ा सा photoreal सा लग रहा है.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा जापानीज स्टाइल में हो सकता था ये. जापानीज थोड़े जो स्टैंड आउट. अगर वैसा होता तो एकदम मतलब देखते ही पता लग जाएगा. मतलब the dragon is doing that, but that structure would have added also.
It's an Indian structure basically. Initial idea was to create some Indian stuff in between and just place some Indian characters there. But थोड़ा सा वो था, but मेरा थोड़ा वो था कि like just create I like to just experiment new artwork. तो इसलिए ज़्यादा 3D अप्रोच मेरा था, क्या था कि मेरे को थोड़ा 2D स्टाइल में देखना है कि कैसे ट्राई करना है. तो इट्स जस्ट ट्रायल काइंड ऑफ थिंग कि
ड्रैगन की जगह साबू रखना चाहिए था और बिल्ली की जगह चादर चौधरी. तब होता वो इंडियन.
ये नागराज वगैरह में रख सकते हो, आर्ट पर लिस्ट हमारे पास.
नाइस.
Hey, let's say launch. Guys, chat में देखो एक पोल आया होगा.
अपने आप को वोट नहीं देना है.
नहीं दे सकते हो, क्यों नहीं?
अपने आप को भी दे सकते हो यार, जिसको देना दे सकता.
फुल डेमोक्रेसी चल रही है भाई यहाँ पे. ऐसी नहीं.
किसी किसी के ना 2-2 अकाउंट खुले हुए हैं, तो 2-2 बार वोट करेंगे.
बार नहीं, एक ही यार, एक ही बार होना चाहिए आपको. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. ओके, मेरा वोट रहता है बस. Okay, you guys can't see the results, no? No.
I think we know the result.
But this is good fun. End the poll. I am ending the poll. Votes are in. End the poll. Okay. So votes are in. Should I show everyone the results? Everyone?
Yes, please.
But wait, this is not the final result. This is just the result of the audience poll.
Judges.
तो आधे घंटे बाद आएगा तेरे
Everyone can see the results now.
Nice. And JP loves.
Reddit Slumber wins this round with 7 votes.
Nice.
Cham and B, which I'm assuming is Chameleon and B. मैं पहले
Yeah.
Chaman B बुला
Jam.
comes in with 2 votes, and Ghibli Love comes in with 1 vote. Amazing. Congratulations to the winners. And in this, everyone is in top 3 for sure. And this is a stolen joke from Vishesh, but I will take it. Yeah, great. So winners in with proper detailed and prizes will be announced soon. Meanwhile, if you do want to, like just do some final touches or whatever, I'm going to sit on this next week in packaging this entire video and seeing if we can figure out like edited sort of this thing, right? And then what I can also do right now is new teams. Okay. New teams. And I'm taking team names also. Team 1, Kaustubh, Ram and Archesh. Team 2, Rajat, Sachin and Vishnu. Team 3, Karthik, Vishesh and Aman. Yes? Shuffle?
Can we pick our names or is it?
Yeah, tell me your names. But you get 30 seconds to think of something and tell me.
Hey, give me. There was an hour.
Hour? No. This is fast-paced life.
मेरा वाला जेनेसिस ही कर दो.
Okay, so Team Genesis, that is set. Come on. 30 seconds more to decide name. Rajat, Sachin, Vishnu, Karthik, Vishesh, Aman.
Rajat, I can. ठीक है. How can I? Can
You can suggest it, Sachin. First name to come to this thing will be the
कर दो यार, कर दो सच्चे.
Acha.
Name it.
Evangelist. Is that nice? Neon evangelist.
it's no option, is it now? Include this. And Karthik, Vishesh, Aman. Next word you say will be the team's name.
Don't say.
कलेश
Kalesh, okay, Team Kalesh. Got it. Cool. All right. This week's team?
वीक या फिर मंथ ब्रो, मंथ.
Oh, month. Sorry, month.
मैं तो यार हार्ट अटैक देने लगता हूँ एकदम.
This month theme. इस month की theme. So,
तो आई थिंक वही रहेगी जो है आई गेस 5-10 सेकंड के लूप्स.
Complicate कर सकते हो. ताल को दे सकते हो.
I have an idea. Motion poster. ये actually रजत के उससे मुझे idea मिला है, but I think now this is something we should try.
ठीक है. यस.
ठीक है? So motion poster up to 10 seconds. अब या 6 seconds कर लेते हैं. Up to 6 seconds. Should be promoting a fictional initiative. Okay?
Fictional initiative.
Fictional initiative. Like save the old motherboards. Or say, I don't know, that was like really random. Like you could be like save the
planet.
Save the planet is actually a real initiative. That's कुछ लोगों के लिए fictional रहे. But I'll give you an example of both.
Trees getting wet from rain.
Huh?
Stop trees getting wet from rain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stop rain.
Stop rain. Destroy atmosphere.
Okay. Let's see if this works. Should be promoting a fictional initiative. Yeah, it is pretty straightforward. It is mostly like the technical aspect of it is very simple. I'm still looking for a seamless loop. What I posted here is not a seamless loop because it is a seamless loop. It's the same, but you want to see how to make that best. The storytelling part is on you.
personal initiative. Make कोई ऐसा example बताओ ऐसे बोलो.
अभी बताया तो ना, stop rain.
Stop rain.
Imagine the ocean.
Rain is bad. Stop rain. Rain drowns people. Rain is responsible for flooding. We don't want any more rain on this planet.
Make
Join this
water
initiative.
dry. Make
Yes.
water dry, not wet.
Yeah. Stop. Stop taxation.
नहीं भाई ये तो बहुत अच्छा है.
Yeah. Think you. That's where you have to think. Brainstorm with your team.
With the team only. Don't use ChatGPT.
You can use whatever you want, bro. But अब देख चैट जीपीटी तुमको क्या लिखेगा? Come up with a fictional initiative. वो तुझे 10 ऑप्शन देगा. But what will be the funniest out of all of them? What will click? What is the visual that will go with it? ये सब थोड़ा तुम्हें चैट जीपीटी के साथ करना पड़ेगा. Chat GPT alone won't get you across the finish line. Yeah, thoda, like in the end, what will win is something that resonates with everyone. You know, like kya resonate aisa karega that yes, I believe in this. Yes, I will follow it. You know,
What if you don't believe in anything?
stop believing. Stop believing in anything. Don't think.
Before you quite open.
Black screen
Open-ended
बता
है.
दो ये. This is
I'm submitting my right now. I'm submitting my potato.
My potato.
Yeah, go crazy. What I'm also gonna do is maybe जो एक हमारा C4D का group है उसमें भी लोगों को I'll get people on board and let's see if we are up for some external competition also.